Shaquille O'Neal's demeanor was notably subdued following his appearance on Unapologetically Angel. The outcome of his appearance on Angel Reese's podcast was not as anticipated. Shaq's comments deviated from their typical playful dynamic, leaving a negative impression on those who heard them. His comments continue to spark debate on social media a month after his appearance on the show. Shaq failed to address the issue, allowing it to escalate. It appears that the action was deliberate from the beginning. On the Big Podcast, he engaged in a discussion with Iman Shumpert regarding how celebrities respond to intrusive paparazzi. Shaq confidently stated that he does not succumb to provocations. O'Neal cites two main reasons for his decision: to avoid upsetting his mother and because he closely plans everything he does. Notably, he references the incident involving Angel Reese to illustrate his perspective. This is the first instance in which he discusses the topic. An example would be the Angel stuff. Was that done intentionally? The question arises, why would Shaq purposefully make such statements? I said everything knowing that it would grab your attention. We were aiming to achieve viral status, and the Big Podcast Network intended to maintain our #1 position. Addressing those who reacted as expected, Shaq expressed gratitude by stating, "Thank you very much, dummies. Calm. All my actions are strategically planned." Shaq insinuates that his controversial comments were made for marketing purposes. As Unapologetically Angel gained momentum, its presence under the Big Podcast Network umbrella continued to grow with the increasing escalation. The announcement of Angel Reese's podcast by the Big Podcast Network created anticipation among fans for the appearance of her mentor/father figure/uncle, Shaquille O'Neal. He appears unfazed by any negative feedback. The interaction between Shaq and Angel took an unexpected turn, deviating from their previous positive exchanges. He proposed that the WNBA's viewership could increase if Reese wore an outfit resembling her viral fashion from Nick Cannon's Wild 'N Out show in Chicago and executed more dunks. He mentioned, "You know how many t-shirts you would sell, you are mistaken," along with other explicit remarks. Reese appeared uneasy with the comments, despite trying to play them down. Numerous excerpts of O'Neal discussing relationships and women circulated on social media. The 52-year-old received harsh criticism for making those remarks, particularly towards someone he refers to as a daughter. Certain individuals suggested that he should issue an apology to Reese. Thus, his decision to not only acknowledge the situation on his podcast but also assert that it was a deliberate publicity stunt is rather surprising. He manipulated everyone skillfully. However, it remains uncertain whether he truly intended to convey those controversial opinions or not. O'Neal appeared as a guest on Reese's podcast, Unapologetically Angel, where the Chicago Sky player inquired about the possibility of O'Neal getting married again. O'Neal's response was probably not. "I anticipate being alone in the future." The ex-NBA player stated, "I am aware of this," and elaborated, "This is due to the constantly changing rules being made. There is no definitive guide on achieving perfection as a man or as a husband." O'Neal expressed his frustration over the vague definition of cheating in relationships and the resulting difficulties he encounters. "If I am constantly with you and you are familiar with my daily routine, there should be no issue with my phone activity when we are not together. It is not considered cheating. And it cannot be argued that this is more detrimental than engaging in cheating." Reese expressed her wish for O'Neal to find a suitable partner in the future, to which O'Neal responded by stating that people struggle to understand him due to his idiosyncrasies. The former athlete, who faced marital issues with Shawnee Henderson, emphasized the limited time he has left before reaching 70 years of age by mentioning he only has 18 summers left. "I will not be participating in podcasts or pursuing business deals at the age of 70. I am currently in the process of gathering this information." Henderson and O'Neal have 4 children together: Sharif, Amira, Shaker, and Miara. Shawnee has a son named Miles from a previous relationship, and Shaq has a daughter named Tahira with his ex-girlfriend, Ernetta Yardberg. First episode of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert caused quite a stir among fans. Episode 24 of Reese's podcast received criticism from fans due to WNBA star's apparent discomfort during a conversation about her recent outfit. During a discussion on the effects of lowered rims in the WNBA, O'Neal made a comment about Reese dunking in the same shorts she wore at the Wild 'N Out show, referencing her cameo at the Wild 'N Out Live tour in Chicago. Reese displayed nonverbal cues of discomfort, such as eye-rolling and awkward laughter, before O'Neal proceeded with comments about her appearance. This situation presents a complex scenario for Chicago Sky center Angel Reese. Through her candid and transparent posts, she has amassed a large following on social media. Simultaneously, she has developed a dislike towards fans who may be overly zealous in their following or attempt to provoke her with trolling behavior. Reese has recently been training with acclaimed trainer Erin Rainey in Florida. The individual shared footage of their exercise sessions with Rainey at the Rollins College Gym in Orlando, and Rainey reciprocated by posting on his Instagram account. Extraordinary may not be attainable by everyone, but rest assured that Bayou Barbie at Angel Reese 5 is among those who embody it, Rainey stated earlier this week, accompanied by images showcasing her skill development. Reese was seen attending an Orlando Magic game with Rainey. This marked her second appearance at a Magic game this year, as reported by journalist Mason Williams. Speculation arose regarding a possible relationship, specifically with a player from Orlando, though the individual was actually just attending a game after a workout. During the WNBA offseason, Reese has been actively engaged in her Unapologetically Angel podcast and also featured in a recent advertisement for Reese's Puffs cereal. However, she is also focusing on improving her performance, as she previously averaged 13.6 points and 13.1 rebounds, with a field goal percentage of only 39.1%. I am curious as to her motivation for keeping her relationships private while being so open about other aspects of her life on social media. Someone recently exposed a statement that read, "You shared a photo of yourself getting your private area waxed. Not everyone is cut out for greatness, but you can trust that the show at All Barbie is an exception. This advice was given to me several years ago. Regardless of her physical attractiveness, whether she resembles a sculpted masterpiece or a fashion model. At a certain moment, she exits the shower and passes through the bedroom, prompting you to pause and reflect. Could you please consider putting on some clothing? Certainly. Okay. Certainly. Okay. Okay, she reiterated, endeavoring to shift the discussion. The interaction gained widespread attention on social media, with numerous fans criticizing O'Neal's treatment of Reese. According to USA Today, the WNBA star previously referred to him as a father figure. O'Neal accompanied the LSU alum and her mother onto the court during the school's senior day celebration this year. A post on X stated, "Angel Reese learned a painful lesson about men through Shaq in real time, I fear." Another post criticized the retired athlete for sexualizing Angel Reese when he's 30 years her senior and his kids older than her. A representative for O'Neal did not respond immediately to people's request for comment. Kateri Poole has expressed her thoughts on former Tigers teammate Angel Reese after her sudden departure from LSU. Reese recently shared her behind-the-scenes work and dedication to improving her skills in the gym on social media. The Chicago Sky star shared multiple images on her Instagram wearing a shirt from her partnership with Reebok. Reese captioned the post, referring to the pretty girl as a baller at Reebok, evoking a heartwarming response from Poole, who commented, "My fave hooper," with a heart emoji. This is not the first instance of Reese and Poole expressing affection for each other on social media. Earlier this month, the WNBA standout expressed birthday greetings to her friend. "Literally my mud baby? Been locked in since we were kids. Love you forever and amp, ever. Happy birthday Wuskive at Kateri Poole." Reese captioned a collection of photos featuring the pair throughout the years. Reese and Poole teamed up at LSU during their junior year, having previously played their initial 2 collegiate seasons in Maryland and Ohio State, respectively. The dynamic duo quickly showcased their talent in Baton Rouge, leading the Tigers to their first-ever NCAA championship in 2023. After frequently being used as a substitute during the 2022-23 season, Poole became crucial in the latter part of the NCAA tournament by starting in the Tigers' last 5 games. LSU defeated Iowa 103-85 in the national championship game, with Caitlin Clark hitting 2 shots from behind the arc, including a game-sealing three-pointer. Despite finishing the season strongly, Poole did not have the same level of impact the following year, only making appearances in 4 games for the Tigers. In April, the guard was transferred to Houston, as LSU head coach Kim Mulkey briefly confirmed, "She is no longer with us." Poole later revealed additional information about her sudden exit from LSU back in September. "In all honesty," Mulkey mentioned,